There's the red light. Once again, waiting on the green light. That we are. Welcome, everybody. This is Max Rants, and we are live. We are alive and ready to roll. It is April the 17th, 2025. My golly, Easter's right around the corner. Anyway, I want to talk today about something very serious. I want to take my time because a lot of you probably feel the way I do, and that is about offshore wind farms. Now, it's bad enough when you see these humongous, hundreds of feet tall windmills destroying the skyline, destroying scenic beauty of the country because they're sticking them in the ground hoping to get cheap energy. I can promise you, there's nothing cheap about wind energy. I swear to God. And now, to make it worse, we're starting to build these huge wind farms out at sea, off the shore, like in the Gulf of Mexico, in the New York Bight, off in the Great Lakes, off in the East Coast. And you know what? We're screwing ourselves in a way you can't even imagine. Look at this. New York's offshore project right now has gotten to the point that it's endangering lives, it's endangering flight safety, it's going to ground ships, kill whales, and it's going to affect our national security in ways that we are only guessing at. If it's so damn dangerous, who's getting bribed to put this damn thing up? All right, let me go back to it. New York's ocean and their shorelines are facing disaster. And this is one that does endanger marine life, coastal economies, and national security. Here we are, smack in the middle of the New York Bight. The Empire Wind offshore project has already begun construction, and we've got to stop it now. We need to rally, get with President Trump, get letters off to the Congress. I've sent emails till my fingers burn. It's got to be stopped now because very soon it'll be too damn late. The New York Bight holds a crucial marine ecosystem, and it's one of the busiest shipping zones in the entire East Coast. If we don't move now, that damage will very well be irreversible. And America's taxpayers, we're the ones who are going to foot the bill. Hell, we're already footing the bill for this farce called wind energy. God, where do you go here? Empire Wind has already started dumping billions of pounds, that's tens of thousands of tons of boulders and rocks into the ocean. They're doing it right now. Humongous barges pulling into the Bight and dumping rocks and boulders, some boulders the size of a bus, dumping them into the ocean. These rocks are the first step to get the seabed ready for putting in huge monopiles. A monopile is one of those really thick concrete pillars, things like, 20 feet by 20 feet by 300 feet tall or whatever. They're going to pound these bastards into the seabed using these hundreds and thousands of tons of rocks to keep them steady. Oh, just think a minute. These rocks are the first phase of the two phases of construction, right? Phase 2 is even worse, okay? These tons of rocks are burying vital sand shoals. These sand shoals are where a lot of fish, a lot of crustaceans, a lot of seafood, that's where they spawn. It's where they breed. It's their natural grounds. It's what are called nursery grounds. And this is for fish that fishermen catch and sell. Oh, the fishing industry. As a matter of fact, this one project alone is endangering fishing communities and hatcheries from Massachusetts all the way down to North Carolina. It's not just that they're building them off New York, but the currents, the change in direction of the water, the radio waves emanating from the blades as they whoop, whoop, whoop through the air. Do you understand this? These monopiles with humongous big, sometimes exploding windmills on top are going to screw shit up. And next month, we're talking next month, good God, we're talking the end of May, they'll begin pile driving these gigantic 180-foot monopiles into the seabed. Humongous, junked, pile driving them into there. You know what that means? You know how sound carries through the air. Of course you do. I'm talking to you now. If you've ever stuck your head underwater, sound is amplified. And this incredibly loud underwater noise, the concussion of this boom, 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 is going to deafen, paralyze, and kill untold marine life, especially endangered species like the North Atlantic right whale. Already on the verge of extinction, these whales migrate directly through the construction zone. They go right through the New York Bight. These whales are navigating their way through this boom, 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 driving 180-foot concrete poles into the ground. Empire Wind has a federal permit. That allows them, are you ready for this, to deafen or kill as many as 300 whales in just the first year of construction. It allows them to harm over 150 right, fin, and sei whales. Do you understand? The boulders, the pilings, the pounding, the noise. Up to 8 whales are allowed to be permanently deafened. You understand something? A deaf whale is a dead whale. They have very complex communication systems, sonar that they use, and if they can't hear it, because this boom, boom, boom has either driven their food away, or it's deafened them, or it's killed them, mark my word, as they start to build these damn generators, you'll see whales beaching themselves. You'll see a lot of dead sea life and a lot of dead birds. The risks go far beyond just whales, though. It's a lot more than just the damn whales. Listen to me. This puts the broader Atlantic Ocean, the coastal economy, in jeopardy. The Mid-Atlantic Bight and the New York Bight support a multi-billion-dollar commercial and recreational fishing industry. You're going to lose thousands of jobs. It is going to destroy the fishing and tourist industries for hundreds of miles of coast. And the guys who fish for those, the guys who process them, the guys who sell them, who market them, are going to be out of work. So this damned wind farm, this ugly-ass thing, can be offshore. You understand, undermining these sectors of the ecology and the economy, it actually endangers our food security as well as our maritime cultural heritage. One national defense and aviation safety expert says it's going to put the country's safety and security at risk. All right, now, there is a good side to this if you work on it, if you get off your asses. Under its permit, Empire Wind must shut down all operations immediately when ordered to do so by the Department of Defense. Okay, how do we get them to do it? Well, we know that the FAA is warning that these huge turbines are going to mess with the radar at JFK, Islip, and Westchester airports, 3 of the largest airports in the country, and their radar is going to be all screwed up because as these gigantic blades whoop, whoop, whoop through the air, they generate a static charge from the air, and they broadcast disturbing signals that can screw with radar and even verbal communication. Yeah, this is some dangerous shit. If this project, like I said before, if this project is so damn dangerous, since it endangers our ecology, our economy, our flight safety, our national security, what in the hell are we doing allowing this in the first place? Who's getting this money under the table? Who's taking the bribe? What congressman is building himself a new summer home somewhere? Come on. Who is being bribed and paid to look the other way as this potential holocaust continues? Consider precedent. Sweden, the Swedish people, their government canceled 13 offshore wind projects like this one back in November because they realized that it would endanger their military response to an enemy attack. It would also screw with their ability to detect enemy submarines. Now, if the United States presses forward, and it looks like we will if you don't do something, the project's visual impact, it'll be impossible to ignore it. You go to the beach to sun yourself, you're looking out there, you don't see a beautiful sunset over the water, boats going by, humongous damned windmills, ships trying to get out of the way. Come on. It's visible, it'll be visible. I'm talking intrusively from Long Beach, New York, all the way down to Long Beach, New Jersey. They're going to kill coastal tourism. Economies that depend on ocean views will be gone. Motels, hotels, restaurants, fisheries. And remember this. Do you remember that turbine blade that broke off near Nantucket? It was about a year and a half ago. When it broke, it showered over 55 tons of fiberglass, plastic, aluminum, and copper debris across 4 states. Yeah, it went out of balance, and the blade broke. 55 tons of shit over 4 states, and it closed the Nantucket beaches for 10 days in July. Do you know what that means? That's the peak of the tourist season. Nantucket's a vacation spot, and they had to close the beach because all of this crap was flying into the air, into the water from a damaged windmill. Imagine that happening to beach towns across Long Island, across New Jersey. Millions of people who go won't go. What do New York and New Jersey get for this farcical approach to this less than renewable energy? It's totally unreliable. It's phony. It's high cost. And these windmills still rely on fossil fuel or nuclear power to back them up when the wind isn't strong enough, and that happens a lot. On top of this, extremely expensive electricity and more reliance on unreliable sources. Does anybody in America benefit from this? Anybody? No. The Nordic company, Empire Wind, foreign people, Norway, Sweden, those guys, reaps all the rewards while the U.S. taxpayers, especially New York and New Jersey people, are going to reap the frickin' whirlwind. This can't be allowed. Ships dumping millions of tons of rocks, throwing in the piles, putting up these damn windmills, running cables under the ocean, actually on the ocean floor. This year, 2025, President Trump did issue an executive order. Let me tell you what about it. It is aimed at protecting American fisheries and ensuring offshore wind does not undermine our national interests. Mr. Trump, you've got to act on that order now. You wrote it, now do it. And you got to do it now before Empire Wind does irreparable damage to the New York Bight and to the nation. I swear to God, you've got to. That's all.